80 years ago this month, a tradition began that changed the stakes of the rivalry between the Fairport and East Rochester football teams. For 49 years, the teams would compete for a Little Brown Jug.
It was always the last and most important game of the season. As Kelsie Smith shares, some players and coaches got together to reminisce about the game that was about more than football.
A yearly tradition that has not been matched.
I've lived in Fairport since 1947, and you just kind of get caught up into this thing.
Fans packed along the fence, hoping to catch a glimpse of the Little Brown Jug game.
This is the greatest rivalry, greatest tradition anywhere.
For me personally, and I think for a lot of people, it was just something that was so spectacular.
Don Santini first played for, then coached the Fairport football team. Don Quinn was the East Rochester football coach.
Even if your season was 2-5, this was the most important game.
The game started 80 years ago, when football looked much different. This is video from the 1937 game at Fairport against Brighton High School. 98-year-old Louis Masciangelo was on this Fairport team. He's the last living player from the original Little Brown Jug game. Did you win?
Yeah, we always won.
His brother Roger still has the uniform he wore for Fairport. It's hanging in the front window of Barranco's Clothing and Shoes in the village.
Such a wonderful tradition. I just wish it could have kept going.
But as the class size of Fairport grew, the teams became mismatched. As printed in the 1988 Fairport High School yearbook, quote, safety had to be put ahead of nostalgia.
It's a type of thing where young kids growing up in school, they live for the day that they can play football for these two communities and play for this game, for this Little Brown Jug. It's only worth 20 cents, but I tell you, it's a lot of tradition behind it, and it's worth $1 million as far as these two communities are concerned.
Today, $2 million of that tradition sits in trophy cases, a Little Brown Jug at each high school.
It was an amazing game, and I'm glad I was a part of it.
A reminder of what was and how a football game brought two communities together. In Fairport and East Rochester.
I've been here since 1965, and it was a big deal when I came, and it's gotten bigger ever since.
Kelsie Smith, 13, Wham News.
The former coaches tell us they don't know which school has the original Little Brown Jug.
Have to get Santini and Quinn on that one, get them together. When the tradition came to a close, the Fairport High School athletic director Dave Martins had an identical jug made, never shared which school got the original.